right, man. I seen a TikTok video of a girl that said that she went on a date, and the second date, and the guy spent $500, and that she was looking for red flags, and a few of the red flags she mentioned was he was a racist because he preferred women his skin tone and then preferred darker women. She was light skinned. Also, because he didn't like tattoos, and it was something else she said too that he said, oh. Yeah, because he cracked jokes about people addicted to drugs, and her brother was a drug addict and died from an opiate overdose. Like, he knew that, but let's kind of talk about it. I'll do a dating series, a playlist or whatever, so you guys can check it out. But let's spit on it real quick, man. I'm going to build some social media for this, hopefully in the next week or two. Try to get that out there, and we do that stuff. But yeah, thumbs up the video, subscribe, share with a friend. So, that's why a lot of guys stop believing in dating. A lot of guys stop going outside. A lot of guys just start messing with women that's going to come over Netflix and chill. That's why, dudes at Netflix and chill women to death. And if you ain't with it, they just go Netflix and chill the next woman they meet. And you got women now complaining that, guys don't want to date no more. And I talk about guys staying inside too, probably this weekend or sometime early next week. But yeah, so you got women that's going on dates searching for red flags. And I remember it's an old saying that said, if you look for something, you look hard enough for something, you will find it. And if you're going to look for a boyfriend, a friend, a significant other, a life partner, if you're going to look for that, guess what? If you look hard enough, you look hard enough, you're gonna find some shit. Real talk. If you look hard enough, you're gonna find what you're looking for. And that's just the honest facts. And if you going out there looking to date somebody, you looking for red flags, what do you think you're gonna find? Everybody has red flags. Now I talk about how men should have their unbreakables. Like, no matter what. And it don't mean it's not just superficial to, or it's just not, it just doesn't stop short of relationships. It stops short of me even messing with you anymore. And your unbreakable might be, I don't mess with dark-skinned women. Cool. And I'm gonna talk about this too, about women and how women move. I'm gonna try to knock these videos out pretty soon, so y'all can get these. They very important videos and all that stuff. But yeah, I had to stop. But yeah, I'm gonna break those. I'm gonna break those videos down on those things this weekend. But like I was saying, dude, you look for something hard enough, you gonna find it. But everybody should have their unbreakables, and your unbreakables, and they break one of them. You can have one, you can have 5, you can have 10, and they break that unbreakable. No matter how fine they is, you shouldn't even deal with them. You should ghost them, because you talking about, well, I just want to hit it. And if you hit it and get her pregnant, now it's a lifetime connection. That connection don't stop after 18 years. Kids get married, kids graduate, y'all still got to see each other. Something might happen when y'all see each other at the hospital. So that's why I say, when you have your unbreakables, whether it be, I don't date women over a certain weight, or I don't date women over a certain age, or I don't date women with feet this small or this big. I don't date women who got a big head, who wear weave, who wear makeup, whatever it may be. It is what it is. You ghost them, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't even, like, if it's a physical appearance that you could see or something that you just keep it moving. But with women going out there dating to find red flags, and you got professional daters out here too, where 99.9% of them are women who go on dates. They enjoy the feel of dates. They enjoy the feel of a new relationship. Then they monkey branch to another new relationship or a new dating relationship where they getting free food and all that bull job. They like doing it. So they don't never want to get out the dating phase. But if you deal with a woman like that, which I wouldn't deal with it, you just put her in the sex zone. So basically, you tricking off, you giving her food for sex. That's basically what it boiling down to. And that's fine, because we all pay for it one way or another. You know what I'm saying? But women going out there looking for the negatives you know, and still choosing wrong is crazy to me. Women are very meticulous, meaning that they're very detailed. And when they picking somebody, they know within what 3 to 5 seconds, you know, physically, if they are attracted to you or they will talk to you. Now, after that, you know, you can talk your way into it, you can talk your way out of it. But, you know, but when y'all go out, you know, and, you know, she purposely doesn't vet you until y'all go out. You know, and that's why, you know, that's why a lot of these brothers out here telling y'all to go do a date, your first, you know, interaction should be at a coffee shop, should be at a park. You have women trying to shame you and try to manipulate you. That's what they do. Well, if you can't afford to take me on a dinner date in the first date, then you broke. Or you ain't got no money. That's a red flag right there. Cool. She just saved you she saved you some misery. Real talk. She saved you some misery. Cool. Or I would respond if you did respond, you just didn't block her. I respond, then I got 100 just to hit. See what she say. Who cares? Because that's what it is. Or you be like, if we go out, then we coming back to my place and I'm busting it down. If they can be very blunt with you, be very blunt with them. As simple as that. Because that's what it is. Let's not hide it. Because you're not about to finesse me out of money, right? Because once you vetting her, yeah, you could talk on the phone, you could text her, but, you know, and I'm going to talk about texting too. I'm going to do a short on that. But y'all should see the short before this video go up. Once you run your mouth on the phone, you texting back and forth, telling her too much information, then she want to screenshot it, you know, then you supposed to be kind of like, you know, so if you really want to fill it out, you go somewhere public, especially if it's warm outside, go to a park, see where her mind at, see if y'all compatible, you vet her that way. And then if it's cool, then you can do a dinner, a lunch, a brunch, a IHOP, or something like that. If you know, but if it don't go where, you know, she like, well, I can't wait to see you again, or you know, it ain't nothing positive, or she dry texting after that, or she ain't excited to text you or do something else, or if you go good right then and there, you could be like, all right, for sure. What you doing later on, or what you doing, you know, when your next free, you know, you will whenever your next free time is, you like, well, I'm free. Woo, woo, woo. You want to do this, or you know. If it go really well, hey, all right, then go step forward. She passed the first phase of the test. So you don't even let it get to where you paying the bill and you like, okay, the waiter coming, she being dry, getting free food. You like, well, give her separate bills. Now you can be petty like that, and that's cool. You know, be prepared for a world star moment for people to start recording and stuff. But if you want to avoid the recording and the asshole and all that and the ghosting and spending money, you know, a date ain't shit, because I ain't taking no chick on no $500 date like old buddy did in that video I told you about, what she said was some red flags on no second date. Hell no. Nah. Shit, you don't even get a $500 dinner date. Shit, and you know, for your birthday, your first 15th birthday, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never paid for no $500 date. No cap. You know? But, you know, but then you got women out here that's dating for free food. You got women out here saying, well, I usually just, you know, pick a little bit and wait to get home to eat to avoid the boring conversation. So you know when a girl into you, bro. But the proper step is a coffee shop, meet at the mall food court or something like that, a park, a library, a Borders or whatever. They still got a few of them open somewhere like that. If it costs you a latte or whatever like that, what's $5, $6, $7? You know, and if y'all get to know each other right there, see if y'all got something that's compatible, then you move forward. You know, but the women going out there intentionally looking for something wrong in dudes, and then still ended up picking wrong. You got women who look for all these red flags, right? And still end up picking a dude who got a family on the other side of the town, and still end up picking a dude who currently married. That's crazy. That's crazy. They still end up choosing wrong. The foulest niggas. Picking a dude who got, you know, 10 baby mamas. The dude who got 10 kids. You got to understand, women pick from the same pool of men, especially black women. They pick from the same pool of men. That's why black women have more kids than black men. That's an actual statistic. They pick from the same pool of men. They do. So you got to think about that for a minute. They pick from the same pool of dudes. Because they mess with the same guys. They're attracted to the same guys. The other guys, the anime guys, the hardworking guys, whatever it may be. And it don't mean that they all messing with the same elite dudes. They mess with more Pookies and Ray Rays and Chads than they mess with elitists. Because there ain't too many elite guys walking around here. But, you know, you get a woman that's asking you a lot of negative questions first off. First red flag questions, like, do you got a baby mama? Right? Oh, how much you make? That's the one right there. They ask you that one. It's like if they jump, like that's their first couple questions. When you vetting her, it's like, or what you do, or if that's what she asking off rip, then, you know, how much you make and what you do when you first introduce yourself to her, when y'all first in that talking phase or texting phase, I ghost her. I ghost her, or I just plan on dogging her out and keeping it moving. If she asks me how much money I make, what I do, where I, you know, in the very beginning, she make it, you know, y'all walking at the park, whatever, and she asks those questions and she just want to know, you know, you interested in, you know, for possibly, okay, that's different. But if you first meet her, you like, what up, you know, my name, you know, Chad, whatever, Tyrone, Billy Bob, and you like, yeah, I'll just see you over there. I mean, you know, want to know if we get to know each other a little bit, go to the park, whatever, get to know, text back and forth, you know, take my number down. And she said, well, what you do for a living? I'd be like, all right, no thank you. Y'all get to texting or whatever, you like, well, you know, she like, well, what you do, you know, what you do? I'm like, well, you know what, we could say that for, you know, when we meet. But if one of their first questions, even in that texting, talking phase, is what you do or how much you make, I did that off rip. Now, if you got kids, baby mamas and all, that's cool. But if all these questions are all questions that she asking you in the very beginning and they all negative questions, they all red flag type of questions, you got baby mamas, you got kids, you got, do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you stay at home with your mama? Do you stay with your baby mama? If all them questions, the first questions she asks you, the majority of them, let's say she asks you 10 questions and like 4 or 5, or I say the minimum 4 or 5 of the questions she asks you out the 10 is red flag negative questions, I just keep it moving. Because one, that's her past trauma, and they ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't bring your past into the relationship. And two, you know what I'm saying? And two, why we ain't asking positive things? Like, what's your name? How old are you? Did you go to college, or you know, you got your parents, you know, something like whatever, something like that. But do you got a car? Do you got this? Do you got that? Can you get here? Can you get there? I mean, you know, you ask me all those questions, I'm good on that, bro. Especially how much money you make question, for sure. You know, and you get through that little texting phase, you text just a little bit, not too much. And then y'all get to walk in and it's cool, and it organically happens, whatever. Some of those questions come up, that's fine. But if one of them kind of questions come up when you first meet her, like no, I'm good. I had a homie that they met a great time. My presentation was right, and she said, what you do and what you do and what you do, this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, let that. Nope, I'm good. Gold digger, red flag digger. And then you take her out to eat and she find a reason to ghost you. Don't even waste your time. If a girl really like you, you know, most of the beginning questions are gonna be positive. She gonna just be trying to get to know you at the park, see if y'all compatible, keep them moving. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know. Peace.